do unintended outputs in generative AI lead to IP or privacy exposure, Jason?
Yeah, so very similar to what Sunil was saying. I think another way of saying what he said is that fundamentally, a model context window, the thing that it's using to decide what it's going to be working with, can contain all of the context that's necessary for a model to achieve whatever the objective is that it's trying to, work on. So you've got potentially, privacy related information in the context window. Let's just use an example, like a customer service type example. You've got the model needs to know some PII about the end person who's requesting help. And in doing so, if that same model had an opportunity to call out to a place where that PII is not permitted by policy, then there's an opportunity for that model to transmit that information to wherever the call is. The simplest and like least low risk example that I can give here would be, let's say that there is a database that contains PII that the customer service agents use, and then there's another database that the agents use for, let's say, like shipping and receiving, and PII is not permitted in the second one. If you had an AI agent working on both of these, you could imagine that the AI agent accidentally puts PII in the second database by accident, even though it's been instructed not to do that. So that would be an opportunity for that kind of leakage to occur. The same kind of thing can happen if the model involved in that example that I just gave can make outbound calls to the outside internet. So an example here would be everyone is familiar with the paste bin. Paste bin is a place where you can just paste some text and then get a permanent link. The model might, paste bin, PII onto some public website just by making a trivial single HTTP outbound call, doing that kind of outbound networking. So, thinking about from a privacy protections perspective and the way we think about certifications and the risk mitigations that we put in place, ISO 42001 is a framework for AI risk mitigation. And there's a draft standard in the ISO 27000 range that for privacy of AI systems. The number is I'm blanking on right now. I think it's ISO 27563 or something like that. It's still in draft. Those are opportunities for organizations to manage their risks around AI systems. And so you would enumerate this risk, and then you would put some kind of control in place to mitigate that particular kind of risk. So I think it's a pretty important principle.